What's up, everybody? Joe Beretta here, His and Hers Health and Fitness, and today we're going to be doing my triple threat workout. If you haven't already downloaded your copy yet, I'm going to post the link below in the comment section so you can grab your free copy. Inside, it covers all the exercises we're going to do here today. There's a video demonstration in there as well, but we're going to cover 5 exercises, performing 3 sets of each exercise for 1 minute of work, followed by 30 seconds of rest. We'll do each exercise like that, take a minute break in between as we transition to the next exercise. So all you need is 1 pair of dumbbells, a mat. If you have more than 1 pair of dumbbells, great. If not, we'll make whatever works. I'm doing this live today here in my own backyard. So again, no excuses. Let's get this workout in. So I'm gonna start with a 5-minute warm-up. Obviously, if you're doing this at home along with me and you wanna play some music, you can. For copyright reasons, we can't play any music. So if you have a timer that you want to download or use a watch, go ahead and do that. 5-minute warm up, we'll get the body fully loose and ready to go. 1 minute of work, 30 seconds of rest, 3 sets with a minute break in between each exercise. So let's get this workout started here. Let's just start, loosen up the body here, light little jog. So again, this workout can be done inside of a gym. You could do it outside. You have a garage, a room. It doesn't take a lot of space. All you need is a pair of dumbbells, a mat. If you have more equipment, awesome. If not, no worries. We're just gonna do a jump rope. Get the arms going here a little bit. So the important thing to remember here is not to go so heavy, because we wanna do that exercise for the full minute. 1 full minute of work. You don't have to count your reps. You just wanna keep going for that minute, getting your heart rate up nice and warm. Let's go into some jumping jacks. So again, this workout will help you build strength, it'll help you burn fat, and most importantly, it'll get your energy going. So depending on what time of the day you like to work out, you can do this anytime. You got 30 minutes. So don't make it more harder than it has to be. All right, after these jacks, let's get in a couple squats here. So nice wide base. Squat down, stand back up. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm gonna perform each exercise for you, tell you guys how to breathe. The focus of the tempo is a 1, 2, 3 count. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. I may go a little bit quicker throughout the workout, that's okay. Make adjustments as you need it. Let's bring our arms up, squat and press. Breathing in, breathing out. I wanted to design a workout that, again, you guys could get done in 30 minutes or less anywhere, whether you're at a gym or home, so that you get the most bang for your buck. And that's what this workout is designed to do. Let's do reach ups side to side. It's important to get a good warm up going, to get the heart rate up, the blood pumping, and you want to loosen up your joints. If you want to do some stretching, you could do some dynamic stretching where you keep moving, keep the body moving. So let me go over those 5 exercises with you as we're warming up here. We're gonna be doing a dumbbell goblet squat. We're gonna do that first for our legs. Then we're gonna do a dumbbell chest press. We're gonna do some walkouts. Do a push-up. If you can't see me, that's okay. We're just doing some walkouts to a push-up. 3rd exercise will be for the back. It'll be a bent over row. 4th exercise will be for the shoulders. We're gonna do a standing shoulder press. And the very last exercise is a dumbbell deadlift. So the first exercise, the first minute, I'll perform it as I'm looking straight up ahead at you. The 2nd minute, I'll do it sideways. And the 3rd minute, I'll change it up as we go along. So we got about 2 more minutes here. Make sure you have your water. If you want to use a drink, you can use something that doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. Vitamin Water Zero is actually pretty good. It doesn't have any harmful chemicals in it. So I'll probably get this video banned now that I recommended a product, but hopefully not. All right, we got about 140 here. Again, I'm kind of ready and loose to get this warm-up started, the workout started, I should say. But again, get your full warm-up in here. Some lunges. Side to side, side to side. Take it backwards, Most important, if at any time you feel lightheaded or dizzy, stop doing the workout, lay your body down flat, and get your heart rate come down a little bit. All right, we're gonna lunge forward. We got 1 minute to go. So with like 30 seconds left, I'm gonna get a quick sip of water, and then again, you need one heavy dumbbell for this very first exercise. Dumbbell goblet squat. You're gonna breathe in as you go down, breathe out as you stand back up. Hold it underneath your chin like a goblet. Again, there's no counting to this workout. We're going for time. If you do want to count, that's fine. You could write down your reps later. Pick a weight though that those last 15 seconds it's gonna burn, but don't go too heavy. If you can only go 30 seconds of the minute, you went too heavy. I got 20 seconds. I'm gonna get a quick sip, grab my weight here, and we'll get started. All right, again, so dumbbell goblet squat for 1 minute. One heavy dumbbell, guys. Let's have an excellent workout. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. We're squatting down, stand up. As you stand up, don't lock your knees. Keep those knees soft. Keep those knees soft. So I'm breathing in. On my way down, I'm exhaling as they come up. Breathe in, exhale. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get a little pause there at the bottom. Try to get your elbows to your knees, nice and steady. We're halfway. We got 30 more seconds to go. Main thing is keep your feet flat on the ground. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We got 15 more seconds here. We don't want to go really fast. You want to keep the tempo moving. Not too fast, but not too slow. Again, that 1, 2, 3.
3, 2, 1.
All right, that was our first set. Got a 30-second break. Kick those legs out. So you want a challenging dumbbell here. You don't want to go too light. And again, we're focusing on the quads, but it will get your heart rate up. I'm gonna turn to my right, 30 seconds, show it from you that angle, turn to my left, show it from you that angle as well. It's important to take these breaks too. All right, 5 seconds. Grab that dumbbell.
2, 1.
Here we go again.
Exercise 1.
Down, up, down, up. Not too quick, not really slow. Imagine you're pushing your feet through the ground. Through the ground. Squeeze as you come up. Keep a nice steady pace. I'm gonna pick it up just a little bit. We're halfway. I'll turn this way. Nice steady tempo, guys. Breathe in, breathe out, keep it going.
3, 2, 1.
And break. 2 sets down, 1 to go. Quick sip of water. Stay hydrated throughout your workout. Little sips. If you have 2 light dumbbells, you could always hold them together, keep them underneath your chin. Obviously, if you have a kettlebell, you can hold a kettlebell as well. So
3,
use what you got.
2.
All right, last set, guys, last set. Here we go.
Exercise 1.
Here we go. 1 good minute. I want a nice steady pace here. I want to get my heart pumping. Get your butt nice and low. Come up. If those knees are bothering you, focus on your form as much as you can. Again, knees over toes. Let's go sideways.
That's halfway.
We got 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Look up towards the ceiling and sky if you feel you're bending too far forward. Couple more, you guys. Couple more. We got 11 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
One and done. All right, 1 minute break. Quick sip of water. Now again, we're gonna transition to exercise 2. We're gonna focus on the chest. All these exercises are big compound exercises focusing on the main muscle groups. So we're gonna do dumbbell chest press. I'm in my yard, I'm gonna get a mat, I'm gonna do it flat. You can do this at home the same way, on your floor, on the rug. If you have a bench, awesome. You can perform this exercise on a bench as well. And to make some variations, if you have shoulder issues, you could always do a slight incline. Just remember, the more you incline your bench, the more the emphasis gets put on your shoulders, not your chest. We're gonna press up, squeeze, and lower it down. When my elbows hit the ground, going right back up. All right, here we go, guys. 3 sets, 1 minute of work.
2, 1. Exercise 2.
Second exercise. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can have your feet down on the ground like this. If you want to engage your core a little bit more, bend those knees, 90-degree angle. Breathe in, exhale. Squeeze the dumbbells at the top together. Squeeze the dumbbells. That engages those chest muscles. You want to work on your glutes? We're halfway. Come on up like this. I'm keeping the dumbbells in line with my chest, slightly under. They're not over your face. Keep them over your chest. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Come down slow. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. Come down nice and slow. 1, 2, 3.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, that's already 1 set down. We got 2 to go. Now again, you could throw in different variations as you keep progressing through the workouts to make it interesting. I'll do a little bit of alternating for you this time around. Let me flip-flop around this way, just so you get a different side angle. So we're gonna press them up, and I'm gonna alternate each side. One side goes down, then the other side. One side goes down, then the other side. Again, keep that count nice and steady. Here we go.
1. Exercise 2.
Both weights are up. I'm gonna go weak side. 1, 2, 3. Bring it up. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Bring it up. Squeeze. Again, if you go too heavy and you can't make it the full minute, drop down and wait. Drop down and wait. You got to try to go for this full minute to get the best effect of everything. This is called time under tension, guys. Time under tension. At the 30-second mark, I'm gonna go back. Here we go. We're at the 30-second mark. We'll go back to the regular. Squeeze them together. Squeeze. Breathe in on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Breathe in on the way down. Exhale. Crush those weights together. Crush those weights. We're halfway already through the second exercise. Finish this round strong.
3, 2, 1.
And break. 30-second break. One more round, guys. One more round. We'll take a minute break after this last set. Remember, I'm going to put the weights together, so the emphasis will be a little bit more on my triceps. Again, I'm just trying to throw different variations for you to do. You don't have to do them for your very first workout. Change it up, though, as you keep going along. So, again, I'm going to crush the weights like this.
2, 1.
Belly button to chest, up. Belly button to chest, up. You'll feel more in your forearms as well. And this is a little bit more triceps. Now I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna go wide. I really wanna get that chest stretched. Go nice and wide, bring it up. Breathe in, breathe out. Squeeze at the top. This is the last set, you guys. 1 good minute. Let's throw an alternating
That's halfway.
round. Now both. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We're almost done. We're almost done. Keep it going. Keep it going. Last few here, last few reps. Quality reps, quality reps.
3, 2, 1.
And break. All right, weights are down. So if you noticed again, I only have one set of dumbbells. So I used one for my squat, and I want to use the same set for chest and back because I want to try to keep an equal strength on my push and my pull. So the next exercise up is going to be a standing bent over raise. If you have lower back issues, if you have a belt, I would wear a belt. You could probably have worn a belt for the squat as well too. It just pulls everything in. If you're using a bench, you can actually go chest supported on a bench on an incline and focus on the row up. So with the row, we are exhaling on the row up. We are inhaling on the way down. All right, quick sip of water, you guys. Still got 10 seconds here. Bent over row, bent over row.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go, here we go.
Exercise 3.
I'm gonna do my best. Soft knees. I wanna really try to stay forward. I wanna keep my back as flat as I can. I don't wanna round it out. So if you see my form getting sloppy, I want you to call me out as well too. I'm gonna do first round, palms out. We're already started here. I'm 15 seconds into it. Let's get to it, Pareto, let's go. Exhale, inhale. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you come down. Pull that stomach in,
That's halfway.
pull the weights right up to your rib cage. Bend those knees, bend those knees. Pull all the way up. We got a couple more seconds here.
3, 2, 1.
And break.
Rest.
All right, I'm gonna do sideways. This round, again, just for something different, I'm gonna do palms facing. I'm gonna pull it more towards my hips. So I'm trying to do a lot of different variations of the exercise, but again, ideally, try to stick to the same one for all 3 rounds. And then when you do the workout another time, throw in those little bit of wrinkles here. All right, we got 10 seconds on the clock. Again, I'll do each one, 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other.
3,
Palms facing this time.
1. Exercise 3.
Here we go. Right up towards the hips. Trying to keep my head up too. Bend the knees. Elbows are flared out on this one.
That's halfway.
Halfway, I'm gonna turn it. Now I'm gonna flare just a little bit of a twist as I come up and turn my arms. Again, towards the hips, flare it out, but just a little bit of a twist. Not too much.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
It's 2 rounds down. We got 1 more to go. Keep your body nice and loose. We're gonna let those arms hang nice and low. I'll show you a variation of alternating with this one for the first 30 seconds as well. All right, you guys. I'm gonna do this one palms facing in the front.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna go nice and flat, row it up to my ribs, and I'm gonna alternate from this position. Woo! So now you gotta really keep those back muscles engaged. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades up at the top. Again, breathe in, exhale as you come up. Breathe in, exhale as you come up.
That's halfway.
Halfway, you guys. Go back to the regular one for these last 30. Last 10 seconds. Finish strong.
3, 2, 1.
And break.
Rest.
Woo! 3 exercises down already, guys. We're down to our last 2. Again, I'm gonna get a sip of water here for this break. We're gonna do a standing shoulder press. Your shoulders are gonna be weaker than your chest and back. So if you do have 2 sets of dumbbells, I would go down. If you don't have 2 sets, try it. If it gets too heavy, you could use one by holding each end. So again, you gotta be creative and always find ways to see what you can do. So we're gonna do a standing shoulder press. Little bend at the knees, take pressure off your lower back. If you wanna do a staggered stance, have your toe in the back. I don't want you to hinge your backward and go like this. Keep the weights in the front or slightly fanned out to the sides. So I'm gonna drop down here and wait. And we're gonna do a standing shoulder press. 1 minute.
Exercise.
Breathe out on the way up. Breathe in on the way down. And again, we're trying to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, by me holding it like this, it's more of a front press. Takes a little pressure off those rotator cuffs. If you want to flare it out a little bit here, you could do that as well. If you're fine on the sides, do it to your sides.
That's halfway.
Bring it down towards your ears, right back up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Shoulders are gonna burn, you guys. Shoulders are gonna burn. Let's get this round finished.
3, 2, 1.
All right, quick sip of water. You got 30 seconds. I'll do this one from the side. You could keep a belt on too if you want for this one. I'm gonna do this one from the side this time again. So what I meant, I don't wanna see you going backwards like this. Keep the weight in the front. If you have a bench, you could do this seated as well too. Or you can do it on a chair seated also.
Exercise 4.
So again, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. This is working your shoulders. You're engaging your core muscles as well when you stand. Exhale, inhale. The shoulders will start burning.
That's halfway.
Halfway. I'm going to turn it this way for you. Starting to actually get a really good burn here, guys.
Three, two, one.
All right,
Rest.
that was one round. Round 2, I'm gonna do with one dumbbell, just to show you if you only have one set of dumbbells, how to do it. So we're gonna hold it from each end. It's actually a really nice day here in Florida. You wouldn't know it's September because it's usually still 90 degrees here, but taking advantage of it right now. All right, so I'm gonna use one heavy dumbbell for this
3,
second round. Hold it on the outside. Again, it's right in the front, under the chin, right in the front. Bring it to the chin. Look up to the ceiling. Look up to the sky. Now, eventually, you could progress exercises. You could do a squat and press, where you're squatting and pressing. And now we're combining 2 of our main 5 exercises. But for today, we're just gonna focus on the press. Breathe out. Breathe in.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right. That was actually our third set. So I didn't show you an alternating one that time. Alternating, you could press them both up and alternate from the top. That one's a real burner. If you can alternate from here as well too. So we are down already to our last exercise. See how quick this goes? So dumbbell deadlift. I want to use those heavy dumbbells that I used earlier in my squats. Imagine the bow. We're focusing on the lower back. We're going to be working our glutes and hamstrings as well. Nice breathe in. Again, you're bending, pop the butt back. And then stand up nice and tall. Squeeze and everything as you come up. So we got a little less than 20 seconds. Grab one last set. Three exercises, guys. One exercise, I mean 3 sets. My bad. And then we'll be done.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Exercise.
My weights are to
5.
my side. Hinge. Breathe in. Exhale as I come up. Nice and straight. Hinge. Exhale. Imagine that you want to lower these dumbbells to the floor and pick them up. All the way down to the floor. Come up. Look at that ceiling. Peek up. Come up a little bit quicker than your way down. Explode up.
That's halfway.
We're already halfway. Pull the stomach in. Exhale as you come up. Pull the stomach in. Exhale, explode up. Keep the dumbbells really tight to your body, tight to your shins and your legs. You could put them in the front as well. I like to hold them just off to the sides.
2, 1. Rest.
All right, 1 set down. We're on the 2nd set. Again, I'll demonstrate from the sides. The important thing when you stand up, we're coming up really strong. You're gonna naturally come up and wanna go backwards. Don't hyperextend your back and go too far backwards. So, 2 more sets, you guys. Only 2 more minutes of work and we're done. All right, grab those weights.
3, 2, 1.
Nice wide stance.
Exercise.
There we
5.
go. If you go too wide, your arms are going to be out too far. Then you have to bring the weights on the inside. So keep them right underneath your shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, explode up. We're almost halfway. Turn, other side.
Halfway.
Keep going, you guys. We're almost finished. Breathe in,
2,
breathe out.
1. Rest.
All right. We got 1 set. We're gonna finish this last set, and then when you're done, you are finished. Cool down. If you wanna do some stretching, do some stretching. If this is the start of your day and you wanna stretch in the shower, as long as your muscles are warm, stretch in the shower. Make sure you feed your body right away as well post-workout. We want 25 to 30 grams of good quality protein.
3.
All right, guys, last set, here we go.
Exercise.
We're deadlifting. Last minute. Who said you have no time to get a workout in? I know I have. I've made that excuse. Be honest, I made that excuse today. And here I am with you guys. It's only 30 minutes, and I'm gonna feel so much better the rest of the day that I got this workout done. You will too. So here we go. 35 seconds. Let's go to the finish line. Finish it strong.
That's halfway.
It's not how we started, it's how you finish, guys. Here we go. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, explode up. Breathe in, explode up. That heart rate should be good and pumping here. If you're wearing any type of heart rate monitor, I want to know what you got your heart rate up to. Breathe in, breathe out. Comment how this workout went for you. And we are done, you guys. Excellent work today. I hope to help you. If you need me for anything, again, I'll drop those links below in the comments. You can email me, Joe at His and Hers Health and Fitness. You can download that triple threat workout as well, get it for free. There's a 5-minute video demonstration of all the exercises we did today. And I look forward to working out with you guys again. Have an awesome day, guys. Thank you.